Hello, welcome again. Previously, we started with solving an equation, an exponential equation, and we've already stated that exponential equations can be solved in 3 steps, or I've decided to solve them in 3 steps. For example, you move from this, which is the exponential equation, and you arrive to this, which is a quadratic equation. These are the pattern of the quadratic equation, the second power level. So we're going to move from here to the second part. We'll find the roots of the quadratic equation, and then we'll stop for this video because we don't want them to be too long, so it doesn't appear too boring for you. So I want you to do well to refer to the previous video so you'll be carried along, and then the next video so that you will know how we solved for the value of x. As a matter of fact, you can see now we had x and then we moved it to w. We'll return back to x because the question did not state solve for w, it states solve for value of x. So let's go. Now, having had this, the question, the solution, we'll have from here w raised to the power of 2 minus 26 w plus 25 is equal to 0. Now, probably I was wondering if I could have taught quadratic equation, but you can solve it here and then we'll learn it from here. Now, you'd ask yourself, what 2 numbers can I... Okay, first, do you agree with me that there is an invisible 1 here? There is an invisible 1. Because 1 times w is the same thing as w. So you can still say 1w is equal to, or the same thing as w. So this is it. What we do in quadratic equation, we'll pick this out. Now, we'll pick this out to say, whatever value is here, which is the coefficient here, is multiplied by this number, this part multiplied by this part. Now, 1 times 25, so you have 1 times 25. And what's the answer? 25. Now, you don't write it in the equation, you write it somewhere else. So that you just keep it somewhere in your brain somewhere. Now that we have 25, you'd ask yourself, what 2 numbers would I multiply by multiply? I'll multiply these 2 numbers to give me 25, and by the time I add them, I'll get 26. What 2 numbers would I multiply to give 25, and when I add? Now when we talk about add, it could be minus, plus, minus, add will give me 26. Now let's go. How do we get, I want to advise you to start from the multiplication of 25 and then look at the values that will give this. Bearing in mind this rule, minus times minus gives you plus, plus times plus gives you plus, and also minus times plus gives you minus, and then plus times minus gives you plus. Having known this, now let's leave this in and let's come back. I pick 25 for example. What is 25? 25 is the same thing as 25 times 1. 25 times 1. 25 is the same thing as, of course, the same thing as 1 times 25, whichever way any of the 2 can go. Now 25 is the same thing as 5 times 5. I don't see any other combination that will give us 25. So what we'll do is this. We'll look at the values that will give us, when we multiply, it's going to give us 25. So we already have this solved. Now how about when we add? Will it give us what number? We've got this, 25 times 5. Now let's see. If we decide to add 5. 5 plus 5 will give us 10. That means plus 5 gives us 10. If I had minus 5, so let's look at the variance of 5, right? It could be plus 5. If I put minus 5 plus 5 will give me 0. So if I also put the minus here, minus 5 plus 5, it will give me 0. If I put minus here, it's going to be minus 10. So anything above 5 will not go. So take this one away. So what we have is going to be something relating to this, so that we want a number that when we multiply it will give us 25, when we multiply, when we add or minus, it will give us 26. So let's see. 5 and 1, what combination will go? But then no, it's not going to just be 26, it's going to be minus 26, because this minus sign is owned by this. Now, minus 26 and plus 25. Plus 25 minus 26. Now, let's go. If I use this variant, and let's bring them all out. What are the variants? We have 25 times 1. Let's say plus 25 plus 25. 25 times 1. 25 times 1. 25 times 1. 25 plus plus minus 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 plus and plus minus. Let's see which will give us minus 26. Which will give us minus 26. Let's go. Plus 5 plus 1. I have $25 and I also have $1. Put together, what do I have? Do I still have? Yes, I still have. That is a plus. How much do I have? $26. This is 26. This is minus 26. This is not going to give us our answer. This is not what we want. Now let's look at this. This is not going to give us our answer. Now look at this. Minus 25 minus 1. I told you previously that minus means, let's say minus means owing, while plus means having or paying. Now, minus 25 minus 1. I'm owing somebody $25. I'm owing another person $1. Question number 1. Am I still owing? Yes. I'm still owing. How much am I owing all together? I'm owing minus 26. Does it look like this? Yes. This is this. It's likely there's going to be what we choose. But let's not give up yet. Let's still try this too. Owing $25. Paying. Remember, plus means having or paying. Paying $1. What do I have? I have. For question number 1, am I still owing? Yes, I'm owing. But how much am I owing? $24. It's going to be, that's 25 minus 25 plus 1 will be minus 24. This doesn't look like this, so it's not going to be correct. So this is not going to be correct. This is not going to be correct. I think this is correct. But let's still try this. Have plus means having. Minus means not having. I have $25 and I am owing $1. When I pay the dollars, when I pay the $1, am I still owing? No, I'm not owing. That is, it's going to be, I'm not owing. That means I have. Since I'm not owing, I have $24 left. But this is not what we're looking at. This is where our target is, 26. So this is also not what I need. This is not what I need. This is exactly what I need. So it is this combination that gives us what I need. So eventually, what values will give us this is going to be minus 25 minus 1. So we'll have it as this. We're going to have it as w squared minus 1. Now, instead of having this 1, we'll substitute this place with, let's do this. We'll now substitute this value, this one, with this. So this will now be minus 25 w, don't forget the w, plus 1 w, and then plus 26, plus 25 is equal to 0. So I have substituted here with this. So this is it. Minus 26w gives me this. Now remember, 1w is the same thing as w. So what we have in essence is the same thing as saying w squared minus 25w plus w minus 25 is equal to 0. So from here we can move on. Now we can close the bracket, pick them in twos. I pick this and I pick this too. Now what is the what are the factors? What is here and it's also here? I know. What is here and it's also here? There are two w's here. I bring one out. That is going to be the factor. W is common here. W is here and it's also here. So I bring one w, so this one will remain 1w, so it's not going to be square again, it's going to be 1 because 1 is already outside. and bring out the W, so 25. In other words, this, we have two W's here. What we have is this thing that's saying W, W. So if I remove one and I bring it outside here, one is remaining, and I've also brought this one out. So that's just what I did there. So now let's come to this place. What sign will be here better? Now if I bring plus W, and that's okay, plus W, we'll save this and this. Now what will be here? Minus, and we have plus here, minus here. There's a number, there's something that's here, and it's also here. Remember, W is still the same thing as 1W. So now what is here and it's also here? 1 is inside every number and every alphabet. 1 is here, 1 is here. So, and what's 1? Is it plus 1 or minus 1? It is plus 1. So we'll have plus 1, and then here will remain W, and then here will be minus 25, and this will go to 0. Now the thing is this, the trick is this. Here must look like here. Here must look like here. In fact, they must be the same. So now that they are both the same, you pick just one part. You pick just one part. So I'm going to pick this. We'll pick one part here. Take this here. So this, I'll pick this and this, and form a bracket on its own. So this is going to be W plus 1. Put it in a bracket, and this will be represented with just one of it, meaning W minus 25, and all equals to 0. Now, come over to this place. Now here, now if I have here W plus 1 and W minus 25 is equals to 0, I can split it. I make this W plus 1 equals to 0, or W minus 25 is equal to 0. So I separate them. So I can solve for this. What is W in this case? W, if I bring this over to this place, W is equals to plus 1. Cross this equal sign, it becomes a minus 1. Now, or W is equals to, this is minus 25, crossing equal sign, not just as if we cross this equal sign. What we did was actually add 25 to this place, add 25 to this place. So, like we've done previously, if I add 25 here, 25 will cancel this. So what we'll have is 25. So minus 25, crossing equal sign, in quote, crossing equal sign. The minus sign disappears, it becomes plus. This crossing equal sign becomes minus. Now, I have done this because I want to be cautious of the length of the video. Now, we've done this, we've found the root of the equation. In other words, W is equals to minus 1 or 25. These are the roots. In the next video, we're going to move from W and take it back to X, so we'll find the value of X. I want you to stay tuned. Watch the previous video to know how we arrived from this place to this place, and watch the next video to see how we move from here to the answer. Thank you so much.